Well, hi everybody. So I'm starting a little bit early because I'm actually using StreamYard today instead of YouTube. And so I need to know, can you guys hear me okay? Can you see me okay? If you just type in the chat box so that I can tell. Maybe you guys can't hear me at all then. Okay, I got that plugged in. Hey Kevin, Lazy Pond Farms. Can you guys hear me okay? Hi Yarn Pepper. 9252 Life Off Grid. How are you? Oh, good. You guys can hear me because this is my very first time of using StreamYard. And so I've been playing around with it and I thought, well, I better start a little bit early in case I have to do anything. And I tried to figure out how I could to share another window in here. But every time I tried to do it, it wouldn't let me share the window that I wanted to share. So that I'm going to have to do a little more practice in some of their YouTube videos from StreamYard so I can figure that out. And let's see. Oh, my slice of heaven outdoors. That's Joey. How are you? Trudy, how are you? Bama fans in here. Vinetta. Oh gosh, we're just rolling along. That is just so exciting. Hi Dee, how are you? So today is going to be a fun day because the Super Clean company is giving away 3 boxes of products. And I have to tell you, I've thoroughly enjoyed every single one of my products. The only thing that I haven't used yet, and maybe Joe has, but I haven't used it yet, is the absorbent. So like if you're in the garage and you're changing your oil or you spill some grease, you pour it on there and then it's supposed to absorb 4 times more faster and better than other things. But I haven't spilled anything in Joe's garage yet, so I haven't tried that yet. But I understand it is fabulous. And Doug from His Way Homestead is here. Hi, Doug. Shelly with you? Now, so Nightbot is something that I added because Tim at Ridge Life has it. Don't use all capital letters. Nightbot does not like that. And so be careful. And Yarn Prepper says that their grill is nasty. Well, it's so easy for that grill to just get crusted on stuff. Like our little grill, we just use it for smoking. And it had lots of crusted stuff on it, but it cleaned it up. And Joe just used the regular brush from the grill and it's fantastic. Oh, Steph asked, what is Nightbot? Nightbot is something that is supposed to help you if you don't have moderators that night, or even if you do, it's supposed to catch like trolls that might say things that are totally inappropriate. And sometimes it's silly though, and it will say stuff to people that it's just, you know, it's silliness. But if you do all capitals in your comment, it will definitely ting you. And sometimes it will even kick you off for 5 minutes. So that's just one of those fun, crazy things. Living Miracle Homestead is in. Hello, how are you? And Healthy Homestead Chick. That's Shelly. That's Doug's wife from His Way Homestead. And she was making apple juice the other day. And she's using her steam juicer. And if you guys have watched very many of my cooking videos, you know I love my steam juicer. And so she has a really nice one. Her lid is glass and mine isn't. So I have to pick mine up where she can just see right inside. I think if I would buy another one at some point, because I use mine a lot, I think I would get a glass lid one though, so that I could see it. And you can see how the fruit mashes itself down, so it kind of gives you an idea of what's happening in there instead of lifting it up and all that heat and steam goes out. So I liked that. 9252 Life Off Grid says, let's test it out. What does that mean? Let's test it out. Are you going to do all caps? Are you trying to drive Nightbot crazy? And Shelly says, Doug is driving now, so he can't talk. Well, that's too bad. Hi, Carol. How are you? So I think we are 5 minutes before we're supposed to start, so I cannot do my drawing beforehand. But I wanted to show you a couple of things. I did my very first live painting class. Janie, one of my subscribers, had asked me to do a still life. And I did it, and I finished the finishing touches after the live was done because I had to have it dry. And then I sealed it. So on Monday, I will send it to her. But here it is all sealed. And she said she loved it, so I'm very happy with that. And this coming Wednesday, I am actually... Oh, Janie just came in. Janie, did you see that? See, it's all sealed. What do you think? And I signed it. Oh, signed it. So I'll mail that to you. Oh, Janie says that she can't, there's no sound. Can everybody else hear me? Hi, Madeline. How are ya? I'm going to see if I can turn my volume up. Nope, it's all the way to high. Janie, can you check your volume and see if you can raise the volume and maybe that will make a difference? Because it looks like, hi, Margaret, how are ya? Hi, Jerry. And do you pronounce your name Daniela? I know you can't talk back to me. I don't, it would be so fantastic if you could do that. Because even on Zoom, you can type things, but unless you're on the screen, you can't talk back and forth. Someday, YouTube will be able to let us talk back and forth. That will be awesome. Another thing that happened today, or I received it today, it didn't happen today, is after school had started, it must have been the first part of October, maybe. I always have grade school kids that come to my class or come to my house, excuse me, and they just get to wander around, and I tell them about growing things, and they get to try different vegetables. I always want them to come earlier. It must have been September because I'm not sure we had snow yet, but maybe we had. But anyway, we got to walk all around, and they ask you like a million zillion questions. Now, these are second graders. And so they have some of the funniest questions that it just pops into their brain. And then they have to tell you all their stories about them growing something, or their mom or their grandma or somebody they know. And the same teacher has been bringing kids for several years. And so this year, when it was her classroom, they all had pieces of paper. And on every paper had their name. So they could ask a question, but then they couldn't ask another question until after everybody else had done it. And so they had to ask their question and give me the piece of paper. And it was just so hard for those little kids because they had so many questions or comments they wanted to say. And then I had all this fruit and vegetables at the end for them. And today, one of the teachers dropped off a booklet, thanks to Sandy and Joe. And all 60 kids that had been through my yard wrote me little letters. It's so cute. Now, remember, they're only second graders. And oh, Jason, Homesteading Northern Michigan. Bam. Let me switch stories for a second. I had asked all of my members, the people that actually joined, not just a subscriber, but they pressed the join button, to send me pictures of dogs. Because next Wednesday, I'm going to do a fun, funky, crazy colored painting of a dog. And so I had several different members email me photographs. And I said I would pick one because they had to send them to me by Friday. And I picked Jason's dog. So Jason, on Wednesday morning, 10 o'clock, I'm going to be painting your dog. And when it's done, I'll let it dry, I'll seal it, and I'll mail it to you. But he had 2 different photographs of his dog. And one of them was just, I could just imagine doing it with different colors. Because it's not going to be like a portrait. It's going to be fun and funky and a little crazy. So I'm just totally excited that Jason, homesteading Northern Michigan, I'm going to paint your dog. Sorry, I switched back and forth, but I didn't want to forget that because I saw he was here and he had commented. So anyway, I was reading these. Now they're 2nd graders, so some of the words you have to guess what they are. But it's just so cute. Like this one says, this is from Connor. Dear Sandy and Joe, thank you for the snacks. I like the garden. I learned that you can eat sunflowers. I think you should name your rabbit Raspberry. Your friend Connor. Is that just the cutest thing? But every year they usually give me a folder and it has all the kids' letters of thank you. But this time they made it into a little book. And I'm just going to so enjoy reading them all tonight. And then sometimes they draw pictures on the back. Isn't that just so fun? Oh, Jason, I'm glad you're excited about that. And it is just one of those sweet, fun things to do. So if you are a homesteader, a suburban homesteader, or even if you don't live that far from town, you should talk to some of the teachers, the elementary teachers, or even higher, and see if you can have some of the classroom kids come out to your place. And they have been so excited with bunnies and bees and chickens and anything you have. Those kids are just like they're sponges and they just absorb all of that stuff that you tell them. And it is just amazing. And I have to tell you, it just warms my heart every time I get those letters. And it's just so cute because they're trying. They're trying to know how to spell all those words and get it in all the right order. And it's just sweet as can be. And I just find it wonderful. Hey, Randy. Randy is Skippy Jones. Randy and Robin. Jason's dog eats kids. Wanted to eat me. I don't know. Should I paint a picture of a dog that eats kids? I don't know, Jason. That's so funny. No, but I'm really looking forward to painting Jason's dog because the 2 photographs he sent me were like spectacular. You know, he has really fun angles instead of just, you know, those straight on pictures. And it's going to be fun. So on Wednesday at 10, I'll have it all drawn out. And then I'm just going to go through painting it very funky. Well, this week, we are going to do some fun things. Always on Monday, I do a video for just the members. And I had been doing my 5 weeks of spectacular cakes from a box. But this Monday, I'm starting to make candies. Oh, Salon Girl Gardens is here. This is Marie. Hi, Marie. How are ya? Marie and I have been friends on YouTube for a long time. And I'd like you to check her out. She is so spectacular. In fact, anybody that you see on here that you haven't subscribed to, go over and check them out because amazing people. I mean, seriously, amazing people. Now, tonight, we are going to draw for 3 winners. And, oh, Lazy Pond Farm says chocolate-covered caramels. That is actually true, because half of the caramels I'm going to turn into chocolate-covered caramels. And I do make a mean caramel. My girls, that is one of their favorite things for me to make at holidays. I think they'd like me to make it all the time. But it is good. Oh, Joey from My Slice of Heaven Outdoors, he says he's got to go. Have fun tonight, everybody. Thanks, Joey. And you don't have to actually in the live stream. You just had to comment super clean. And so even if those people are not in the live tonight, the Super Clean Company, I will send those email addresses to them, and they will get in contact with the winners and set it all up and mail it all out to them. And Steph says, yes, candies. I know your recipes are going to be spectacular. Oh, I love making Christmas candies. You know what else I like to make is one year my mom gave me all these star cookie cutters. So they start out pretty big. So that's a big cookie. And it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And it's not a star that's 5-sided. The star must have 6 or 7 points. But after you make the cookie, all these different size cookies, you stack them up and it makes, oh gosh, it must be 6 inches, 8 inches high. And it looks like a Christmas tree. And you put frosting in between. Tony from Walsh Farms is here. Hello. And so I am going to make those in December. But I think maybe we should do our very first winner. So I have my pen and paper. And I do not know how to make it so you can see, but I'm using a random picker. I already set it up with the random picker and with all the comments, and they had to say super clean in there. That was my only criteria. You could just say super clean. You could put it in a sentence on what you were going to do. If people forgot, I commented and I said, please do a comment that says super clean in there, because I wanted people to have a chance to win. And so I am going to flip over. You will still see me, but I am actually going to do my random picker. And our first winner, the first winner is a girl and her cows. So I'm writing that down, a girl and her cows. Isn't that a fun name for a channel? And it says, super clean is cool. Hope your vote goes the way you would like it. Because on that video, I had asked everybody to make sure they voted because it was voting day. So our first winner is a girl and her cows. I love that name. Is that fun or what? And Joe and I had a wonderful day today. There's a group in town. Actually, it's throughout the state. And it's called 307 Patriots. And 307 is our area code for Wyoming. And they do all these activities for veterans. And there's a really nice, expensive restaurant downtown. It's called the Rail Yard. And they went together with them. And this morning, any veteran from any of the wars and their entire family, grandkids, regular kids, it didn't matter. You could go down there and have a free breakfast. And so we went down there and had a free breakfast. And I was expecting maybe a couple pancakes, maybe a scrambled egg, something, because it's a free breakfast, and they're opening it up to the whole city, actually the whole county. Anybody could have came. And they brought something to drink. Then they brought this plate of fruit. And then they brought your breakfast. And it had 2 huge sausages, a gravy biscuit and gravy thing, a huge amount of scrambled eggs, and 2 gravy pancakes. It was like, I can't eat this much food. I seriously brought 3/4 of it home. But I just thought it was so nice of them to think of the veterans and to do that for, and I mean, you could do a donation. We did a donation on our way out to help pay for the food, but you could have come in there even if you didn't have any money, and you could have eaten because you were a veteran. And I just thought that was really cool. You know, I appreciate my freedom because of the men and women that fought. I'm just saying, I appreciate it. And it was fun, and we went early, and so there were some people, but not a huge amount of people. But I would bet that, because they ran it for 3 hours, I think, maybe 4 hours of breakfast. I bet you they served so much breakfast. So I hope they raised some money to help veterans, and I just thought it was really cool. Oh, Steph asked, is Joe a vet? He is. He was in the Army. And he didn't actually have to go to Vietnam. Because of his age, they were just ending the Vietnam War, and they didn't send them over. So he was just in the United States, so he didn't have to fight. But it could have just as easily been that he would have had to. So it was very cool. And I just appreciate when they do stuff for veterans. You know, when Joe and I see veterans in the airport or military people in the airport, we always want to shake their hands. We always want to talk to them because we appreciate, because we live in a fabulous country. And one of these days, oh, Janie, Nightbot doesn't like capital letters, so be careful. They give you a warning. Nightbot is this automatic system. And it's just a computer system. Our treasured home is here, and this is Nancy. Nancy is probably one of the sweetest people on the planet. She's very sweet, and she has the most beautiful granddaughter that helps her in videos. So wonderful. Oh, Tim is here from Ridge Life. Now, the reason why I can do this giveaway is because of Tim from Ridge Life. He did a giveaway from Super Clean, and we had to do a video and under a minute, and then we sent it in to Tim, and it was a random picking thing, and I was one of the winners. So Tim, thanks. And Tim says, I adjusted Nightbot to allow maximum caps. Oh, I will have to try to do that. I didn't know that I could change Nightbot at all. Okay, cool. So I can't do it right now because I'm on a live. But I will try to do that so that next time I'm doing a live, Nightbot won't go crazy when there's so many capital letters. For all of you that just came in, we had one winner so far, a girl and her cows. People are so clever on how they name their channels. I wish I would have been more clever, you know. Mine was a little more straightforward because I live in the suburbs. I'm a homesteader. I live in Wyoming. But some people have such clever names. It's just amazing. So I think we should draw for another one. And Tim is in here, and he's like a pro at StreamYard. And Tim, I do not know how to share it so I can show the random picker doing it at the same time. And I tried to share screens, but it wouldn't share that window. I don't know what to do. It said it worked better with 2 monitors, but I don't have 2 monitors. So I'm not sure how to do that. And Kevin at Lazy Pound Farm says, Tim has his Nightbot set to attack Fireball Fred. Maybe. Because Fireball Fred has some crazy videos. Oh, wait, there he is. There's Joe.
Nobody's there.
Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Stop it. Go away. He's just so funny sometimes. So I'm going to go over to the other my other window, and I am going to pick another winner. Stephanie says hi, Joe.
Hello,
And
Stephanie.
Randy says hi. And Bama Fan says hi. Vanetta says hi. Everybody's saying hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
And what does Joe says? He says hi, Joe. That's what he says.
Hi, everybody.
So Tim at Ridge Life says, share screen, select tab to the Chrome tab. Use Chrome. Oh, see, I'm not on Chrome. I'm on Firefox. So maybe that's my problem of why I can't share that screen. Interesting. Shirley, how are ya? Okay, I'm going to pick the second winner. And pick another winner. And it's going through and it's picking. Vanetta! And Vanetta is in the house tonight. So I'm writing Vanetta down. I'm coming back over. So Vanetta, you are the winner. And I will look to see if I have your email. Otherwise, send me an email. And I will send your email to SuperClean. So now we have 2 winners. So congratulations, Vanetta. That is just like so exciting that she's here. And Gapa? Is that how you say that? That is a fun name. Fun. Hoo. Now, for the last 6 days, we have had spectacular weather. 60s, 70s, sun shining. Today, it's 66, but it was cloudy, and it was probably 25 miles an hour wind. So it makes it not as warm as if it was 66 and no wind. But tomorrow, it goes to 40. And Monday, I think it goes to 30. And I think for like 10 days, it's in the 30s again. We have the craziest weather. Vanetta says she needs my email. I'm going to type that in the chat. 1985. There you go, Vanetta. Just send me an email for that, and then I will send it off to the SuperClean. So we still have 1 left because our first winner, a girl and her cows, and then Vanetta. Hoo. Lady Frank Channel, hello, how are you? I don't think you have been in one of my chats before. Thank you, Tim. Tim says, thumbs up, everybody. That helps us as creators. The more thumbs up that we have and the more comments, and YouTube is a fascinating platform. And the more classes that I take from YouTube, so we have a lot of people that don't do YouTube channel or videos on our live tonight. And then we have a lot of people that do. And I did have a question the other day from one of my subscribers that wanted to know how I kept track of all of my subscribers and the channels that I listen to. And I thought I'd show you. It's really pretty easy. I just have this system. It goes in a plastic box. And see how it's alphabetized? And if you win something from me, you have a card in there. If I win something from a channel, there's a card in there. If it's a channel I watch all the time, there's a card in there. And I just try to put information. Like the first one is just numbers. So they would start with a number on top or in their channel. So the top one I have is 9252 Life Off Grid. And they won a $10 gift card. Now, this is Kevin. And so I should really need to write Kevin on there, because that tells me their name. And when you add a lot of channels or you give a lot of things away, you don't want to forget those people. You don't want to forget things about them. And so for me, that's just an easy way to do it. Like Lazy Pond Farms is in here. So let's find Lazy Pond Farms. And I'll cover up your address, okay? Because I don't think you probably want to show that. Okay, so I have Lazy Pond Farms. Oops. I'll cover up your email too. But on there, I have Kevin and Rachel. The very first thing they won from me was a Valentine's wall hanging. And so I have the date. Seeds, he's a member. I'd sent him garlic, and I have the date for the garlic. It's just an easy way for me to keep track. And I just think that's a good way for, even if you don't make your own videos, but you watch a lot of channels, it's just the easy way. Oh, it's Chad. Why did I think it was Kevin? Oh, he says I can call him Kevin. That's cool. I don't know why in my brain I thought it was Kevin. Sorry, Chad. I'll switch it because I just wrote Kevin on your card. I don't know why in my brain. Oh, Todd Ramey, how are you? I know Kevin is from Lazy Pond Farms, but I also thought 9252 off Life Grid was also. I don't know. You know, you get past those years and sometimes the brain is not working the way it's supposed to. So crazy. Okay, so we have one more. Oh, before we do that, just so that, well, when he says I've been called worse, that is so funny. All of my giveaways are always from now on, you have to live in the United States. And I did talk about this on a video because I had mailed to Ireland, paid $54 to mail it. 4.5 months later, it comes back. They didn't accept it. So I just decided I wouldn't do that. And Super Clean makes it you live in the United States too. So we have one left to do. So I'm going over and pick another winner. And it's picking. I find it so amazing. Oh, My Slice of Heaven Outdoors. This is Joey over there. And he was in earlier and he said he couldn't stay, but he wanted to say hi. And so congratulations, Joey, on My Slice of Heaven Outdoors. Can you see him trying to pop into the screen? Get over here. You be nice to these people. He is so ornery. He never wants to be in videos, and now I'm doing a live, and he wants to pop in and out of the video. Oh, kids these days, I tell you. Anyway, Joey over at My Slice of Heaven Outdoors, they are actually building an orchard. They cleared all this land. He has videos about it, and he's planting chestnuts, and he had sent me 2 chestnut trees so that I could grow them to try them. And they think you're funny, Joe. They're talking about you. And they say photobombing, LOL. Oh my gosh. Oh, you probably made his day. He's dancing around over there. He thinks he's so funny. But Joy over My Slice of Heaven Outdoors, it is amazing. All of these chestnuts that he grew. And so then he does a video the other day. And he has these tubes over top of them, you know, because it's going to be winter and he doesn't want the deer eating them and stuff like that. And he gets up there and all the tubes are bent over and moved. And so he thought maybe deer got in there. But he has a trail cam that's back in the on the tree line. And it was just a storm that went through. So then they had to go in and pack those back down. It was just crazy. Joe, they say they want to see more of you. So crazy. And I don't know what kind of mesmerization you guys have done to him, because he never wants to be on my videos. And tonight he's gone crazy. Oh, it's just so silly. But I wanted to thank everybody. Thanks to our winners. So we have a girl and her cows. Vinetia, who's in here. And I'll send a message to Joey because I do have his email. And let him know that Super Clean will be contacting him also. And it's exciting when a company talks to, they send you an email and says, hey, we'd like you to try this. Hey, we'd like you to do this. And tomorrow I'm doing a video. It's called Mars Hydro. And they make lights to grow plants. For hydroponics, for regular growing. You can grow your seedlings, regular plants. Anyway, they sent me this light. And I'm going to do a video on it tomorrow. And it was just very cool that they did that for me. And I just appreciate it. And I really appreciate all of you guys, all my subscribers. And those core YouTube channels that have helped me so much. Ridge Life, Lazy Pond Farms, His Way Homestead. You guys are the best. Not that all my other friends on YouTube are not the best, because they are. But you wouldn't believe how many times those gentlemen have helped me. And so I appreciate that they're in tonight, and they're I just appreciate it. Now, Kevin at Lazy Pond Farm says Rachel never wants to be in his videos either. I don't understand it. It's fun. But you should send Kevin, Lazy Pond Farm, some of your hottest peppers. He loves them. If you did not see the ghost peppers that Tim at Ridge Life and Kevin at Lazy Pond Farms ate the other night, it was so heart-wrenching. I literally had to turn away for a little while because Kevin was shaking so much from eating 2 ghost peppers. It was just, it was craziness. And it was total fun. And then I watched when Jason at Homesteading Northern Michigan, he was eating peppers. Oh, you boys in those challenges. But you guys need to go and vote on the winners of those. You can go to Lazy Pond Farms and see the challenge and vote who is I think Kevin has 3 different categories of people that can win. Bacon Chicken Homestead. Hello, how are you? But I don't like my lives being very long because I figure you guys are busy. And I appreciate that you stopped by and see us. Oh, Kevin says that after the hot pepper eating, it was rough afterwards. I'm sure it was. Because who eats 2 ghost peppers? Oh, wow. Craziness. But I hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope you enjoy the video tomorrow. But I really hope you appreciate Monday's video when we make caramels and chocolate-covered caramels. I love you guys. I will see you next time. And I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Thanks.